from Bannon. Gallagher picks it up. And that's one back for Dundee United. Confusion in the Rangers defence, and Kevin Gallagher brings back the deficit to 1. Well, the crowd inside Ibrox very quiet suddenly. They enjoyed much of the match earlier on, but there's Redford now. Gallagher! Equaliser for Dundee United. Sheer joy for Kevin Gallagher. And the Rangers crowd is stunned. Well, Sturrock is back on his feet, and he may indeed take the free kick. Shot from Sturrock to Bannon. Bannon flights it in. A touch from Redford. And Ian Redford, on his return to Ibrox, has snatched what surely must be the winner for Dundee United. Just 3 minutes left to play. The free kick well engineered by Dundee United. Sturrock shot to Bannon. He checked back onto his left foot. The near post cross. Redford was there and Wooden was left helpless.
There's a nice touch back. Rafferty almost up on it. Here's Milne. Now he can use his pace, and it's a great pace. It was a great move. It's a penalty kick. Late tackle. The referee had no hesitation, pointed to the spot, and there was no complaint at all from the Dundee defence for this late tackle there by Henry. Penalty. So, 3 minutes gone, and here is Ralph Milne himself. 1-0. Emphatic penalty kick. Oh, not as quick as he would like to be now. Boris Malpas going right at this defence. Neatly put to the side by Coyne, looking for a bit of support. Brilliant goal, yes. Well taken by Bannon. Beautifully judged. He really did do that exceptionally well. Look at the judgment here now. Swept across. He looked up, and the goalkeeper got a partial touch. Milne, good move by United, and there's a goal. Ian Ferguson. Never the strength for me. It's Flack and McGuinness. Very useful game indeed. Bowman to Bowman. McGuinness. There's a neat touch to Sturrock. Just a bit too much on that. Here's Ralph Milner's ball side. Can he put it away? He can't. It's in now. The equaliser. Gallagher. 2 each, and thoroughly deserved by United. We've had so much possession of this game in the second half. They really made a meal of it, though, did they not? Terrible misuse of the ball inside. The run forward by Sturrock. It's Sturrock for United. The goalkeeper is out. Here is Ralph Milne, a chance. He's done it. Yes. 1-0 for United. Themselves in eventually, taken on by Sturrock. The goalkeeper had gone walkies, and there, deadly, was the left foot of Ralph Milne. Sturrock. Bannon. Here's McInally, this goal onside. Milne. Must be the chance it is. Coyne. 2-0 for United. That to a certain extent, after 14 minutes, is an indication of a defence coming apart at the seams. They ought not to have given Bill that latitude and the sheer persistence of trying, putting Dundee United now in a very...
That's for Ian Ferguson. It's missed by Whittaker, but not by Sturrock. Right out of the blue, United are back on level terms, and it's down to Paul Sturrock's finishing power. Well, this is one which Hearts will not be anxious to see again. Fine play by McInally, that first-time pass to Redford. He waited for Ian Ferguson to appear over there on the right flank. Ferguson going forward now. This cross initially didn't look to be too dangerous, but Whittaker miskicked it completely, and that's a deadly finish from Paul Sturrock. Of all the problems. Willie McDonald's header. Here's Malpass. Sturrock is onside. If he can turn quickly enough, a chance for United. And Sturrock has done it! A repeat of the first half, right in the closing minutes. Paul Sturrock gets the equaliser. And this is certainly another disaster for the Hearts defence. A long, high, hopeful ball through the middle. Sturrock giving chase as Hearts hoped for offside. Jordan and Whittaker couldn't make it. Smith was rooted to the spot, and Sturrock makes it 2 apiece.
Yes. Well, pass up into the wind. Sturrock is wide. Bannon's challenge was positive. There's the cross, the keeper in trouble. A great chance, and it's a goal. An important breakthrough for Dundee United, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Just almost on the half hour, 28 minutes gone, and Jim McInally, for whom things haven't run well at the moment, was there as that ball came over. Kept his cool, slotted it in left-footed into an empty net. United pushing extra men in the box as Sturrock does a quick about turn, trying to get it to his right foot, trying to hook it across. Clark's there, the goal! John Clark, 2-0. After a missed kick by Billy McKinlay. He really biffed it. What a beautiful goal.
Side of the box. Redford, a little dinked ball forward towards Ferguson. This is Gallagher. Now Sturrock again. Heading for the byline. Superbly struck by Bannon. 10 minutes into the second half, and United go ahead. And a superb goal from Eamon Bannon. Credit now to Paul Sturrock for the way in which he took on Alec McLeish to head for the byline. That driven cross, a very difficult ball to take first time, and Bannon fairly thumps it into the roof of the net.
Modern-day Dundee United, who can look forward to a bumper payday against Barcelona and look back on 2 League Cup wins and a Premier League championship. Years before they enjoyed the real taste of success with their first ever major trophy. That was the League Cup, when after a draw with Aberdeen in the final at Hampden, they met the Dons in a replay at Dens Park and triumphed in great style. A Willie Pettigrew goal early in the first half set them on the road to victory, and a further goal from the ex-Motherwell striker and a fine solo effort from Paul Sturrock set the victory celebrations going for the first time in 70 years.
That's Paul Sturrock advancing to the box. If Sturrock can turn, there it is, a chance for Dodds. That's it, the opening goal, Davy Dodds. Now Payne with the corner kick. Hegarty's headed off the bar. The ball's in the net. Paul Sturrock scores the second goal for United. There's Payne with the corner. Hegarty's there again. That's it. Sturrock does it again.
By this time, the tangent of that 1981 campaign, they were still being underrated, and French side Monaco paid the price for treating them far too lightly. Instead of adopting the accepted European defensive pose, Dundee United took the game to a team ranked in the top 4 in the French league, much to their surprise. In no time at all, the Tannadice team were 3 goals up, with Billy Kirkwood, Davy Dodds and an Eamon Bannon penalty doing the damage. And United didn't rest on their laurels. They continued to turn on the magic, and by the end of the game had beaten the Monaco keeper 5 times, with further goals from Dodds and Bannon. Needless to say, that made the second leg at Tannadice a mere formality.
By Milne, Park is back helping out in defence. There's Neary, and no mistake that time. And Sturrock bumped heavily from behind by Clark. Quick free kick to Milne. He can do it himself now with his pace. Oh, great play from Milne. Well, that's one to savour. Only to taken by Sturrock, and here's Milne away again. Dodds. Bannon to take it. Lighting it in. Off the post. And Dodds completes the task. There's Davy Dodds. Neary coming through. Great chance for United. Brilliantly finished by David Neary. Here's Neary. Now Sturrock. Milne coming inside McKimmie. Dodds to the left. Absolutely unbelievable. Bannon with the throw. Sturrock the target, leaving it to Neary. Neary goes down, the penalty is given. Here's Bannon. He saved it the first time, but Bannon makes it on the rebound.
Decided to pay the buses to carry the supporters down there, and at Greenock we'd seldom won. We won 4-0 that day because it was like a home game for us. But again, it was the directors that thought that one up, and it turned out well in the end. You've had from the ball and building from the back, and still in the end of the day, been able to penetrate with people in recent years like Paul Sturrock, Eamon Bannon and Ralph Milne when he was playing exceptionally well for us. We were always capable of scoring goals as well, and we're very, very adept at catching people on the break. And in Europe, people have looked at Dundee United and said, oops, we'll beat them, when we'd lost 2-0 over there. And again, we'd actually did very well over there. It was only in the last 7 minutes, I think, we lost the 2 goals, both from corner kicks. And Borussia came over here, a big club, meeting one of the smallest clubs in Europe, and we beat them, I think, 5-0. And it was a magnificent night at Tannadice. I actually smiled that night, but nobody will believe it when I tell them, but that was the change. And we actually received a letter from Bobby Robson that day, well, a few days after it, and he actually said, his words in his letter was, we can't even spell them, never mind spell their name, never mind beat them. And that shows you the length and breadth of the success from having beaten Borussia. And everybody in Britain was very pleased, or most people in Britain were very pleased at us winning in the way we had. They were magnificent in that game, but the small pitch suited us and it didn't suit them. But in Rome, it was one of the biggest disappointments. And
United, they're my own team. It's United, like an tangerine. It's United, you've got to be the UFC. Europe's next, where we are gonna go. I just can't wait to see this golden goals. United's magic, there's no mistake, and the manager's got just what it takes.
United blasted away, couldn't score until Ian Redford stuck out his foot there, hooked it into the net, and it was 1-0. Then Rakolta, the goalkeeper, seemed to be keeping them out, and the big question was, would 1-0 be enough? Ball driven in again, Rakolta. Hamish McAlpine here nodding approval of a marvellous save. United chasing hard for a second goal, getting it from Big John Clark. He's very good at that sort of thing. And before the end, after fine play by Maurice Malpass with claims for offside, Redford was there to make...
Polster. And that's played away by Moratalia. Gallagher was hoping to get free on the right. But the United fans encouraged as the throw is quickly taken towards Dufc. There's Gallagher. A perfect start for Dundee United. Ian Ferguson leads the celebrations. But the man who got the goal was young Kevin Gallagher. Look at this on the volley. Driving it beyond Zubizarreta into the far corner. And it's a dream start for United.
Well, to tell you, I don't think he actually tried to score. I think he was just trying to throw the ball across the face of the goal. Jock, it came off the side of his foot. And of course, the goalkeeper completely flat-footed, but what a tremendous start for United.
Thompson opts for the aerial route this time. The skid off. Butcher! This picture tells the story. Terry Butcher with an own goal has equalised for Dundee United. Well, Tannadice was stunned there for a moment into silence as Butcher leaves Woods helpless with that header. Well, this was down to the kicking power of Billy Thompson. The wind, which forced Butcher to misjudge the ball in flight. He got his head to it all right. Woods had advanced off his line, and that left him helpless as the ball sailed beyond him to bring United. Misjudged by both Athalainen and Stevens. There goes Jackson, outpacing Butcher. Looks up for support. Back it goes to McKinley. 2-1 to Dundee United. The celebrations of the terraces and on the field, and that was a magnificent strike from Billy McKinley. Well, these United players, I'm sure, overjoyed. Darren Jackson playing a key role in this, looking up, taking his time, judging the pass into the path of Billy McKinley, and that's as clean a strike as you can hope to see. Billy McKinley has been...
There's nothing subtle with the way United tried to get through that defence, and I think Shepherd fouling Paul Starkey was indeed, that's a free kick. Tony Shepherd, who I thought had an excellent game against Rangers when he came on as a substitute at Ibrox recently, but mark you, he was surrounded by a lot of mediocrity, and it's in, yes. Ian Ferguson finishes that off, 1-0. A very exposed-looking Celtic defence, 8 minutes gone, and there were at least a handful of United players who had the opportunity of finishing off that move as it swung across goal. There was a first one fan, and then Redford, and eventually it was Ian Ferguson, 1-0. Forward, there's Gallagher trying to go in, and he's done it. Oh dear. 2-0. Oh. 5 minutes of the second half gone, and Dundee United handed one on the veritable plate. And by handing on a plate, I mean exactly this. Watch. After you, Claude. There's McStay, there's the goalkeeper, both leading it, and there's Gallagher. Thank you very much. Oh, dear, oh dear. And after... So, the substitute, Gary McGuinness with it. Off the ref. It's a difficult one, and it's there. Eamon Bannon, 3-2. United have struck back, and a player whom we've hardly seen in the match so far, Eamon Bannon, does it again, as he did against Hearts. He had quite his game against Hearts, and then as that ball swung across, he took it so deftly. Oh, just the slightest touch. United in front again in this quite remarkable match. McGuinness. Ferguson, too strong. Now McGuinness. Bannon. McInally. Oh, here's Sturrock with a chance. He's done it. The equaliser by Sturrock. 9 minutes remaining, and we were talking about the scarcity of chances for Dundee United, and the quality of striking is taking what is presented. And that's exactly what Sturrock has done, defied by Henry Smith. Earlier in the second half, there was no offside, and he went to the left-hand side of the keeper. Very delicate goal this by Sturrock, by the way, under pressure. The way he slipped it to the wrong side of the goalkeeper. You thought he might go way to the far side. Look at that. Excellent finishing. Now Bannon. Here's Bannon with a great chance. Oh, it's a great goal! Oh, what a great goal! For United. 2 goals in 2 minutes, and this was Bannon at his best. I think, personally, he's had an indifferent afternoon by his own standards, but look at the way he dragged the defence down and under the most difficult circumstances, slotted at home against a really top-class goalkeeper. Now watch that again, it's worth it from the other angle. How difficult it is to do. Away he goes to the side. Now, it's this finish, the final ball. Look at them in the background. McInally. Bannon outside of his foot. McDonald to Jardine. Here's Ferguson with a chance, and he's done it! Oh, amazing! That is a brilliant, opportunist goal, if ever there was one. 2.5 minutes of injury time, and he saw the Hearts goalkeeper out of goal. This is a quite brilliant strike. He chipped him superbly. Yes, the United supporters will want to see that again. Look, he took that 1, 2, 3 seconds and the ball was in the back of the net. That we have seen this afternoon. 2 of the finest goals I've seen all season. Smith will run, that's the way to do it. Touch it to the side, can't quite manage it. And suddenly we saw some penetration and depth, which again badly needed. And he did it well. Simple run. There's the curl, there's Richard Gough, and there's Hegarty off the Livingston. Sturrock. 1-0. 27 minutes gone. That was a very inviting ball. You got the impression that Hart should have mopped it up much more quickly. The chances were there. Hegarty swept away, and then the little dab in by Paul Sturrock. 1-0. Into midfield and pick balls up. He hasn't been seeing much of the play, which is really a reflection of how the second half has gone. Hegarty is up. That must be his. David Dodds. 2-1. With 6 minutes left, and Henry Smith utterly dejected. The simplest of goals, and the Dundee United captain behind it with that header, leaving Dodds with the tap in. There was a touch, but it went in. And now, can Hearts come back from that with so little of the game left? 2-1. Rafferty right behind Bannon. Rafferty, who's one of the players, very strong midfield players, missed only 3 league games. So, both Bannon and Mill poised to take it. It's Bannon is there. Can you execute a free kick better than that? 27 minutes gone, and that's an absolute gem. That could conceivably be the best free kick I've seen in a long time. Judged to perfection. It had pace, power, accuracy, and counted. 1-0. Penalty kick given this time. Well. It's almost as if the last one were a rehearsal. And he has been troubling the vulnerable defence with his back to goal in the penalty area. He's very elusive. And when he turns and the tackle's late, and the penalty's inevitable, there was no doubt about that. So we have the penalty kick, and Eamon Bannon, with virtually 9 minutes of the second half gone, and the chance of scoring his second goal. Off we go. Done with great ease. And the tension again ebbs away. I think there was a slight deliberate check in the way that Bannon addressed himself to the ball, and wrong-footing Walker very easily, and his second goal. That's a better. Just getting over the line before Sturrock. That could be picked up by Milne. This could be disaster. There's David Dodds. He's done it. As simple as you like. And that was given away by Monagle. I mean, it's really suicidal to play like that against the sharpness of a United forward line. And so with almost 28 minutes of the second half gone, that third goal there, rather unselfishly put forward to David Dodds, who immaculately coolly toe-ended it away. 3-0. Holt watches it. Flavel. Dodds. This could be a fine break. Sturrock gets it. Bannon is moving. Here's Bannon. Here's Holt in the middle. And Milne and Dodds is scored. That's number 4. What a typical United breakaway. That superb probing ball to Sturrock's feet. The layoff to Bannon. And not just Bannon's run, but all the players coming up, all of them within scoring range potentially. And although Milne let it go with a fine touch there, it was Dodds handy pushing it over. Well, Sturrock meeting Neri to pick that up, stride forward. That is Neri playing in midfield today with Richard Gough in centre defence. Milne wriggles clear, might just get the chip, and he does. He's scored. Oh, what a great goal. That is the dream start United prayed for. How the prayers were answered. Great skill shown by Milne. Looked as if he might be losing his balance, but he went for the chip, and you couldn't get a sweeter goal than that. 4 minutes gone, 1-0. Neatly stroked forward by McGeechy. Milne. There's Sturrock, and Neri goes down, penalty kick. Referee had no hesitation. That was a strong driving run forward by David Neri. And down he went, very hard. There's a lot of complaining, and I think it's Bobby Glennie who's going to be booked for that. Yes, he is being booked. I think the Dundee players are saying that was accidental. But Neri fell like a log, and the referee doesn't hesitate, pointed to the spot. What a vital penalty kick for this man to take. You saw him in Bannon strike home a beautiful kick last week, and you get the impression, thus early in the game, that this goal would end any doubts about United winning the championship eventually. That is how important it is. So, here he goes. Bannon against Kelly. He saved it. That's it, though. The second. Not the tidiest goal him and Bannon's ever scored, but I doubt if there's been one more meaningful than that. He had the presence of mind to follow up his rather innocuously taken kick and touch it home, 2-0 up, 12 minutes gone, and I think they should be getting the champagne out of the ice. Two minutes remaining. And I'm sure Johnston Grant, the chairman, who's seen some very hard times with Dundee United and some of the best, will be sitting in a stand with a lump in his throat. An emotional moment for a man who's dedicated a lot to Dundee football. There's Richard Gough. Oh, this could be a great ball. Look at Colin Kelly way out. That would have capped it all. A minute and a half. Hamish McAlpin, been with the club, as I say, since '69. There's Holt. David Dodds, the leading goal scorer. All played their part. I would put this down as one of the great achievements in Scottish football. With the kind of resources that Jim McLean started out with 12.5 years ago, to make them Scotland's premier club, very little to equal that. By our watch, about 40 seconds remaining. And it now doesn't really matter what is happening at either Pittodrie or Ibrox. It is uniquely United's triumph this afternoon. Kelly with a touch, and this may be the very last moment of the game. Maybe a little of injury time, but it is a goal kick. Thought it may just be a corner, and there they are, ready to celebrate. They would have longed to go to see the team keeping my eye on that dugout, because they're going to come out of it like greyhounds out of a trap, and who can blame them? 10 seconds into injury time, still 2-1. The championship is on. If it is possible, I have my eyes on the referee. It's gone. That's it. The finish. United have done it for the first time in their history. The Scottish Premier Division champions, and there is a man who walked out of Dens Park 12.5 years ago, out of Dens Park, where he was coached, down the road, and totally transformed the face of football in this city, taking away from Dundee their supremacy. There they are, the last draw as the team come back out, and as they come back out, we can, I think, there they are, they're coming back. The police are allowing them to come out with Jim McLean to greet the supporters, and I must say, I don't think I've seen scenes like this in Dundee before. A jam-packed crowd, thousands outside, and there's a man. Is he going to smile? Come on, Jim, give us a smile. He's done it. Well, it's a half smile. Down the road, and totally transformed the face of football in this city, taking away from Dundee their supremacy. he has been a great manager, and winning this title is the outward manifestation of it.
Ends Park concerned.
Kirkwood is still down, but that's a good ball to Pettigrew. Still a chance. He scored! Sturrock on the left again. Fleming is inside. Does Pettigrew done it? Now Sturrock on the break. Willie Pettigrew's inside and he's on the clear. When he takes it off, an own goal. 3-0.
And of course, the next year again, you can.
The derby game, you know, that's something special when you're playing in an instance like that. And we had to win. It's one of those instances where if you're playing in a derby match, you must win, especially cup finals. So again, and being at Dens and how our record had been at Dens, it was again a nice time to win the cup.
That's a header again, brilliant save, and it's in. Paul Sturrock, 3-0.
Over the piece, millionaires of Spain came across here, turning up just to expect to get a result. We beat them 1-0 here, and then we went over to Barcelona, and I think to beat them 2-1 in their home patch was exceptional.
Here's Sturrock as go offside. Sturrock, could he kill it? There's the chip. He might do it.
To get in from
Flag is up against Redford on the near side. United move to a halt. Carelessness from McCarthy, and Gallagher cashes in. Dundee United take the lead, and it was a gift from Mick McCarthy. Well, McCarthy will certainly dread watching this again. Came from Ian Andrews. McCarthy trying the casual ball back. Miscued completely. Kevin Gallagher wasted no time drilling the ball beyond Andrews, and United are in front.
Well, there's Mead with a chance, he scored! So, the man brought back from the continent and Sporting Lisbon in Portugal, who has sweated already in his game, opens the scoring after 26 minutes. Really very neatly taken, on the drop. More direction than strength, and angled perfectly away from Snelders. Now Redford, given time to turn that round, no offside. Padalainen, Clark is up and it's there. Oh, the Aberdeen players are challenging the referee and saying the goalkeeper was impeded. Clark certainly went after the ball. It's 2-1 with 9 minutes left. The spade work. Now what's the challenge here? Well, it seemed to be knocked out of the goalkeeper's hands.
Billy McKinlay will take the corner. Matalainen. 1-0 to United. Mixu Patalainen. The fine header, his fourth goal of the season. United fans celebrate. That came about in the simplest fashion. 21 minutes into the first half. A corner kick from Billy McKinlay. Haggerty drew the Dundee defence away. Patalainen get up with that powerful header which went in off the underside of it. Gallagher to Redford. Gallagher is clear. It's a great chance for United. Second. Deadly finishing. It's Kevin Gallagher, and United are 2 ahead. 9 minutes from half-time. United have been defending sturdily in the recent moments. Strike on the break once again. Redford creating on the right, releasing Gallagher through the middle, his pace carrying him through the Dundee defence. Chisholm going in late on Gallagher. Now he had a very difficult, elusive correct at the tackle. Redford's free kick. Just too high for Patalainen. Here's Alec Cleland. Back towards the far post. There's Hegarty. Patalainen! 24 minutes into the second half. The killer blow from Dundee United. Patalainen again. Taking the handshake from Paul Hegarty, who created it. Measuring the cross towards the far post area. Paul Hegarty with that precise header. In came Patalainen, and Geddes couldn't prevent the ball slithering into the net.
The United had had their moments in this match, and with 20 minutes left to go, a penalty kick. Mixu Patalainen downed by Gordon Ray, and Dominic Vicker pointing to the spot. Patalainen taking the kick himself, and it's 1-1. Mixu Patalainen, 6th strike of the season, and the final. Long ball from Ian Redford, the midfielder, looking for Mixu Patalainen, the big striker from Helsinki. Patalainen finding space. Kevin Gallagher there latching onto it, doing well to keep the ball in play. The cross for Redford, and the game's died. 16 minutes on the clock. Ian Redford with the header. The cross by Patalainen. Kevin Gallagher, pacey player that he is, kept the ball in play. The cross was accurate, and there was Redford. Dundee United still building up neatly, looking for the second goal. Kevin Gallagher fouled by Craig Patterson in a dangerous position. Free kick to Dundee United. Ian Redford already scored once, and now he scored again. Really was a delightful free kick goal by Ian Redford. One the Brazilians would have been proud of. Cammy Duncan had no chance at all. 0-0. Mistake by Patterson, Clark, and Patalainen. Dundee United are in the lead. Mixu Patalainen, 3 minutes into the second half. There's the error by Patterson. Clark pounced, and so did Patalainen. 1-0 by Saunders. Beaumont bringing it down well. Outside him is Krivokapic. Great run here by the big Yugoslav, and Mead waiting in the middle. Raphael Mead makes it 1-0 for Dundee United, his 6th goal of the season. And what a beautiful header that was. Krivokapic, the architect, and Raphael Mead with that downward header. 1-0 Dundee United. Beaumont for Dundee United, and Patalainen is onside. Can Frail get back to make the tackle? Patalainen with a chip. Oh, yes. Great piece of finishing by Mixu Patalainen, and the fans like it. 2-0.
Right-footed, putting it across, headed down into the net, and it's a goal. Now that really took Celtic by surprise. It's Andy Gray's 25th goal of the season.
Bucharest, with Dave Bowman's header just 11 minutes from the end.
It's back with Alan Preston. Coming inside to attack the heart of the Aberdeen defence. Here's Krivokapic. Wide on the right is Bowman. A good run from the fullback. Chances on for Preston. Alan Preston with the equaliser. Beautifully drilled home by the youngster. Well, a good sweeping move, building up, the ball coming all the way across. Dave Bowman peering on the right to play the ball into the box. Preston coming in the loose ball, and that drilled volley with the left foot, leaving Snelders helpless.
Maurice Malpaz, the Dundee United captain. Now Dave Bowman. Bit of space, and it's gone in. Alan Ferguson fumbling, couldn't hold on to the ball, and the substitute Dave Bowman gives Dundee United the lead. This long-range effort catching Hamilton out. Ferguson dropping the ball. Dundee United 1, Hamilton 0.
And McKinley to take the free kick once more from this side. looking for the big men. It's Paul Hegarty who comes, and the 35-year-old's header finds the inch-perfect position. There won't be many more goals left in his career, but he'll relish this one. Set up by Billy McKinley's free kick, and he comes towering there above Mixu Patalainen, and Alistair Markle was helpless. So Motherwell still haven't won at Tannadice in 14 years. 1-1, the final score.
Maurice Malpas for Dundee United on the left, and there's the cross, Alan Irvine! And a goal for Dundee United after only 1 minute by McKinley, and Mixu Patalainen, yes! Ball creeping past Gorham, and the big Finn does it again.
This is
Looking for support to arrive in the middle. Here's Hamish French off the post, but Gallagher. A goal for Dundee United. Great attacking move, and Kevin Gallagher breaks through. Hamish French did all the donkey work. Unlucky to see a shot come off the post, but Gallagher there to finish it off. 1-0. The pass by Malpas, driven in by Gordon McLeod. United trying to get a shot at goal. Raphael Mead to Mixu Patalainen. And United on the board with only 90 seconds on the clock. Mixu Patalainen, the big Finnish striker. Gordon McLeod on the surge here. Still Gordon McLeod, shot blocked away by Ferguson. Patalainen, his shot blocked away as well. Alan Preston drawing the ball past Jim Weir. Great run by Preston. And the finish again by Mixu Patalainen. Linking with Ian McPhee, the substitute. And a goal for McPhee. Looked like a cross initially, but it counts. It's 4-0 for Dundee United. That was the final score.
There's McInally to French. That's one for Gallagher to chase now. Here's a test for John Brown. Gallagher sprinting into the box. Brown did well, policing him wide. Still Gallagher trying to create an opening. And there's the goal for Dundee United. Brilliantly finished. It's Dave Beaumont, the man who's just been booked. United go into the lead, and it was the pace of Gallagher would set it up. There was French sending the ball forward. Gallagher outpacing John Brown. Brown appearing to do very well initially. Screening Gallagher to the side, but great jinking, turning play by Kevin Gallagher. The cross measure for Dave Beaumont, who's there ahead of Richard Goff, and United
comes back to McKinley. Then United going wide. There's Patalainen and French, yes! Great execution by Dundee United, and Hamish French gives them the lead. Mixu Patalainen, the target man. Superb header that was, and French poking it in. It's rolled into the net by Graham Mitchell, an own goal. A mains power failure at Tannadice blacked our camera and spares Mitchell's blushes. There's Gallagher, and Billy McKinley with a chance. He's done it. Third goal for Dundee United. Patalainen in the middle, so is Gallagher. That wraps it up.
McKinley played it through the channel, inside left channel for Gallagher. Pouring into the box. Penalty kick has been given. Now that is certainly controversial. Penalty kick to Dundee United as Gallagher goes down. I wonder if the referee was deceived by the angle. Look at this again as Gallagher was sprinting through the inside left channel, followed by Bailey. Now the question is, did Gallagher stumble? Was he fouled by Bailey? It looked as though Gallagher stumbled without being touched. So a moment of high drama here at Tannadice. Certainly looked to me as though Kevin Gallagher stumbled unaided by Bailey. The referee saw it from a different angle, he saw it differently, and a penalty kick it is. It'll be taken by Mixu Patalainen, just 21 years old, a Finnish international. United. 19 minutes McInally will take it. No one there. And the ball is in the net. It's an own goal. That's Bailey. 2 minutes to the end. A disaster for the young centre-half. And a disaster for the entire Celtic defence. Wow, what a comedy of errors this was. As the ball is whipped across to the free kick by McInally. The Celtic defence is transfixed. There's no one there at all across the 6-yard box. It's kept in play by Patalainen. Bailey tried to scramble the ball clear. It spun off his head into the corner.
And Patalainen winning the ball from Holt. Hamish French is outside and he might try the shot. He does. Superb execution by Dundee United. Mixu Patalainen with the strong run. Then Hamish French dragging it on. And that's what you call a great finish.
It gives Kevin Gallagher some room. Bowman again in the attack, centering, and this time Mixu Patalainen scoring the first for United. With that goal behind them, United were always in the driving seat. Another slack ball out of the Hamilton Accies defence, and Patalainen again onto it. Here's Gallagher this time playing winger and cutting inside. And a lob over keeper Alan Ruff makes it 2-0 after just 13 minutes of the game. Gallagher, one of the most versatile players in Scottish football, both in crossing the ball and scoring. And keeper Ruff beaten all ends up. Only 17 minutes into the game, and this time a cross from the left-hand side gives Kevin Gallagher the chance of scoring his second and the third for Dundee United. Perfectly flighted cross, and this time it's ahead of the Dundee United striker that makes it 3-0. So midway through the first half, and United almost have the points sewn up. Hamish French wrestling with the Accies defence, but a little... United on the attack again, looking for the fourth goal, and this time it does come. Hamish French off the crossbar, but it's finally a hat-trick for the Dundee United striker, Kevin Gallagher. Just 18 minutes of the match remaining, and Hamilton Accies are a demoralised and deflated side now. Again, torment in the defence, but that ball pushed out to the right. The danger still not cleared. Across into the centre, and perhaps the best goal of the game, a drive from Jim McInally to make it Hamilton Accies 0, Dundee United 5. There's the replay again. Perhaps far too much space for McInally, and Ruff had no chance at all of stopping that one. And so to Tynecastle Park in Edinburgh, where Hearts and Motherwell were meeting.
The Lions cross. Gallagher that still has it in play across the face of the goal. Geddes a fingertip away. McInally drives it back in. Breaks to Bowman. Dave Bowman, and a marvellous goal for Dundee United. Dave Bowman in 32 minutes breaks a deadlock in the Scottish Cup derby. As a result of that United pressure, the Dundee rearguard really failing to clear the lines effectively. It broke to Dave Bowman. He struck it first time from about 22 yards out. Despite the brave efforts of Geddes, he was beaten all ends up. And there is a very sad sight. Very scrappy in that midfield area for a moment or two. And what can Gallagher do to open it? That's a great pass by Gallagher. Krivokovic in space. The cross ball. Raphael Mead. And a superb goal for Dundee United. Almost 6 minutes into the second period. The crowd behind Bobby Geddes' goal celebrate. That was an injection of pace by the Yugoslav Miodrag Krivokovic. He dragged the ball down the right, cut into the area, looked up, the finely judged cross, and Raphael Mead winning it perfectly with his head, dispatching it, bustling into net behind Bobby Geddes. 20 minutes of the Scottish.
And the whistles are blowing now. And maybe Mr. Wardle is taking his guidance from that East German referee. I don't know quite along the stoppage time will be... Oh! It's an own goal, would you believe? I am sure it's an own goal equaliser. Quite incredible. And United, I have to say, have struggled very hard for that. Missed by everybody. And I think there might have been a slight touch. The goalkeeper came for it. And what a mess. So, 2 years without managing a victory. There's John Clark. This is Gallagher. Brought down by Robertson, and that was a penalty kick. No question about it. Right in front of the referee's eyes. A moment of rashness there from Ian Robertson. And suddenly United have the best opportunity of all to get right back in the match. Well, Ian Robertson has no complaints about that. As Gallagher turned away, Robertson pulled him down, blatantly in front of the referee. There was no real danger pending, but that doesn't matter. And it's Patalainen who will attempt to match his 100% penalty record this season. Jim Bett going to have a chat with Theo Snelders. Well, the remarkable record for Aberdeen. They've had 5 penalty kicks against them this season, and 3 of them have been missed. So only 2 successes against 5 for Snelders in goal. And it's Patalainen who has 2 out of 2 for Dundee United so far. A very interesting contest and a vital kick for the Finnish international. It's Patalainen against Snelders. Beautifully finished by Patalainen, showing remarkable coolness under that immense pressure. Well, Theo Snelders guessed right, but he hadn't any answer to the accuracy and the pace of the shot from Patalainen. The joy at the beach end for the United fans. 1.5 minutes into the second half, and we're back to Old Square. On the near side is Sturrock. Running at Irvine, great play from Sturrock. Hitting the byline. It's cleared by Snelders again. That came off Alec McLeish, and it's a penalty kick for handball. Alec McLeish is penalised for handball. Great play from Paul Sturrock as he goes outside Brian Irvine. Plays the ball in across the box. There was the handball by McLeish. Snelders brought off a miraculous save, but United get another chance from the penalty spot. Alec McLeish going wild as he protests to referee Valentine. So it's Patalainen against Snelders. Patalainen puts United ahead. We're 3 minutes into extra time. Mixu Patalainen's 14th goal of the season. It's his 4th out of 4 from the penalty spot. And there's the quality of his striking. Snelders again guessing right, but he had no chance in the end. For Kirkwood. Ferguson is free in the right for United. Gallagher waits in the middle. The chance for Gallagher. Brilliantly finished. Kevin Gallagher's 8th goal of the season, 14 minutes gone. And a fine, swift move from Dundee United. The Hibs move breaking down as Tortolano trying to take on Kirkwood. Clark sent the ball forward. There was Ferguson sprinting clear. He spotted Gallagher in the middle. The ball reached the United striker, and ever so calmly he tucks it beyond Tom Carson for the opening goal. Ferguson's header. Bannon returns it. Good running by McInally. He's caught out the Hibs defence. And there's the second. That's the clincher from Jim McInally. Perhaps the most important player in the field this afternoon, Jim McInally, and they are adding yet another string to his bow. 2 minutes from time. Now, where did McInally come from? Racing in behind the Hibs defence to pick up that accurate pass, closing in on Tom Carson, and then drilling the ball into the far corner to make the point secure for Dundee United. On Wednesday.
People to be jostling.
Gallagher. Beautiful dummy to Malkovich, yes. Splendid goal. 2.5 minutes from half-time. And a very accurate illustration of how United can build something out of virtually nothing. They've been battering themselves against this very competent and professional defence, and then that lovely little opening laid on to the defender Maurice Malpas to come in and give Kennedy no chance. 1-0. Kevin Gallagher. Well, there's a touchdown to Gallagher. Now Clark can't get it away. Bannon. And brilliantly saved. And it must be appeals for a penalty. It is. It's a penalty kick. It's a penalty. The referee saying they handled it. And we're into injury time, and Dundee United may yet save themselves. Full credit to them. They've launched themselves into it, and now here we are. Ian Ferguson, perhaps with the most important and most expensive penalty he's ever had to take. And he's done it! The equaliser. United are still in the cup. 2-2. And we are fully a minute into injury time, and he remained ice cool as he stepped forward and swept it away. And poor Stuart Kennedy. He has performed miracles and denied the final order by that penalty kick. And there goes the final whistle. Would you believe it? Really, only the hardest-hearted Dundee United supporter would not begrudge the fact that Forfar would have fought themselves, or should have fought themselves, into the next round of the Cup.
Well, so effective on the right flank for United tonight. Bowman supporting. Sending over a fine cross. There's Patalainen. And just reward for Dundee United. 2 minutes from half-time. Superbly constructed move on the right involving McInally and Bowman. And Patalainen knocks home his second goal of the season. McInally did the hard work. There was Bowman doing very well, going towards the byline, pulling it back, and Patalainen at point-blank range leaves Filar helpless. There's Patalainen again. The only trouble with him taking these long throws, or short throws, is that he's not in the box to take advantage. There's a good bit of play from Dundee United. And it's Michael O'Neill who equalises on the night. Beautifully created there, an attack by John Clark. There was McInally. A good run was made by Clark, back to his days as a striker, finding the gap in the defence, laying it across the face of the goal, and Michael O'Neill stretching in to turn the ball into the net for his 7th goal of the season. He hasn't managed that with much success so far since he came on as substitute, but I think he may have a free kick here. Jim McInally will take the free kick. Good header, it's in, it's from John Clark. John Clark's header. Well, United restore some pride by winning the match on the night. Free kick played in by McInally, a good leap here by Clark, who was very poorly marked. The power was in the header, Van Rooij couldn't keep it out. And United go in front for the first time on the night.
There's the goal mouth that Kevin Gallagher will be aiming at. It's away. It's in.